Hey, this is Dan Capizuto of the New York Aviators, Stony Brook alum, and you're watching Seawolves Hockey Live.
Good afternoon and welcome to the rinks in Hauppauge, where the number 16 Stony Brook Seawolves are set to take on the Westchester University Golden Rams in just a few minutes here. I'm Sam Kilb with Deanna Sissy. You're watching Seawolves Hockey Live. These two teams that are playing this afternoon met last night at Westchester University. And Deanna, what happened in that one?
Well, Stony Brook won 4-0, and we had 4 goals by John Jennings, Mike O'Shaughnessy, Brian Alfon, and Eric Stelnick.
So a resounding win for the Seawolves last night, and they'll be hoping to put on a similar show this afternoon. A look at the Westchester Golden Knights. The top scorer, Stephen Jones, has 9 goals and 15 assists. Steve Mead with 11 goals and 11 assists. Tom Skokoza with 9 goals and 6 assists. Tim Higgins, 3 goals and 8 assists. And Adam Paul with 2 goals and 9 assists. For the Seawolves, Wes Hawkins leads the team with 16 goals and 23 assists. Mike Cassiotti follows him up with 18 goals and 18 assists. And Chris Ryan has 11 goals and 13 assists. Brian Elfont, 7 goals, 13 assists. John Jennings and Sean Collins tied on 19 points. Jennings with 12 goals and 7 assists, and Collins with 8 goals and 11 assists. This is the last game for the Seawolves before they head into the winter break, and they would love a win. They're second in the ECHA with 3 games in hand over the leaders Navy, and they're 10-8 overall. Westchester, meanwhile, is bottom of their division in the ESCHL with a 5-12 record. The game is set to get underway in just a few minutes, so if you'll stay with us here, we'll bring you some hockey. You're watching Seawolves Hockey Live.
This is Eric Neishman of the Calgary Flames, and you're watching Seawolves Hockey Live.
Welcome back to the rinks in Hauppauge, where the number 16 Stony Brook Seawolves are set to take on the Westchester Golden Rams in just a couple minutes. We are currently awaiting the players. The Ice Girls are down on the ice, and the coaches are in the benches, so we're going to be with you with some hockey in just a few minutes. The Seawolves are returning home after a lengthy road trip, and you can learn all about that on Sam Kilb's score, as Trevor told you, under Fan Zone on the website. It's a fun episode. We talked to Angelo Surse of the Brooklyn Aviators, and he told us about the team and about being a professional hockey player and a product of the Stony Brook program. Certainly everybody in this program is proud of him, and of course as well signed the petition to make Stony Brook an NCAA program and to build an ice rink on the Stony Brook campus. Thousands of signatures already, and we'd love to have you be a part of that effort.
Am I on now? My mic was cutting out. Trevor's thrown another microphone at me, so I guess I'll go with this one. So like I said, hockey in just a few minutes. They're dimming the lights now, which means the players will be here imminently.
And my normal mic is good to go again. So the players will be taking the ice now in just a moment. And they'll be announcing the starting lineups, and then we'll be ready to play some hockey. Well, the Seawolves are just about to take the ice. The Golden Rams are on the ice already. And here they come. Well, as the starting lineups are being announced, let's take a quick look at the goaltending matchup. It's like in goal for the Stony Brook Seawolves will be number 1, Josh Brand, with a 7-6 record. He's been Stony Brook's top goaltender this year after Josh Rourke went out with an injury. He has a 3.39 goals against average and a .900 save percentage. Very strong play from Brand this year. Has been pivotal to some Stony Brook wins. Now down on the other end, the Westchester goaltender starting today will be Will Para. He's 2-4 this year, a sophomore from Yorktown, New York. 6.21 goals against average and a .86 save percentage. Well, the Seawolves are being announced now. The starting lineup for them, it'll be Nichols and Zarella in defense. Cassiati, Hawkins, and Jennings as the attackers. So they finished up, and now we'll have the national anthem before we drop the puck here this afternoon between the number 16 Stony Brook Seawolves and the Westchester Golden Rams. Nice performance from the Stony Brook University Marching Band, a pep band, a group of students who all play for the Stony Brook University Marching Band. They come out here on a volunteer basis and play at every single home game. And they are certainly an asset to the program. These starting lineups are on the ice. The referee will check to make sure everything's in order here, and we'll be set to play some hockey in just a few moments. So bear with us here. We know it's a little bit later than the 3 o'clock start that was scheduled, and we do apologize for that. But it looks like now we are ready to go. And Hawkins will win the opening draw for the Seawolves. Here's Nichols. Throws it along the near side boards and into the WCU zone. Comes all the way back down to the Seawolves end. And Brand comes out to play it. Skolkoza with a long shot that's deflected and knocked away by Nichols in front. Another shot right on. It's on the side of the net. And Hawkins grabs it. And he'll try to clear. Moves it up where Jennings just missed it. And it's dumped back in by the Rams. All the way down on Brand. Whistle here. And the face-off will come all the way back down to the Westchester zone. And the right of goaltender Will Para.
I was talking to a bunch of the boys before the game, and they all have an expected win today. They think they can keep it up and win just like they did yesterday.
Certainly the opinion expressed as well by Chris Garofalo in the midweek edition of Sam Kilb's Score as the puck comes in behind the net. And Jennings pokes away at it, almost gets it away. But good work there by Jones. And now he's on it again, and he'll clear it out to center ice. Only as far as Nichols, who holds the puck up. There's a man on top of it. Well, Jennings clears it away. And here's Jones again. Jones dumps it in. His line mates head off on a change. Brand leaves it for Zarella. Long pass from Nichols over to Hawkins. Leaves it along the boards for Cassiati, who skips around his man and into the Rams zone. Clearance goes over the glass. And they'll have a face-off again in the Westchester zone. Just a minute and a half or so into this one.
We're off to a slow start today. Usually the boys come out with a little more energy than we're seeing right now.
Definitely a little dead in the ice rink here. And Sunday afternoon games always are. But certainly hope to see them pick it up a little bit as the period progresses here. There's Foster. Tries to dump it in the corner. Ryan can't take the puck. And it comes out to Arrow. He dumps it in. Oh, took a bad bounce off the boards and almost snuck in the net. As the goaltender Para came out to play it. And now the Rams will break. Reskowski comes in the zone. Checked hard by Arrow. That's a good play. Arrow puts it along the far boards for Ryan. Lays it across, and here's Collins. Collins takes the zone himself. Long pass across, but Ryan couldn't get on the end of it. The Seawolves can't keep the zone. It comes out to Arrow, who mishandles it. Foster will pick it up. And skate. Now he dumps it in, and the Seawolves will change. As Monkman plays the puck ahead. Dumped in again by Mongo. Long pass ahead into the Rams zone. Chasing after it. But that's taken away, and it'll come out the other way. Coming into the Seawolves zone, Brand's out to play it. Not a single shot for either team so far in this contest. Puck dumped in long there. And they'll count that as a shot. I don't know if I would. As Tara covers up. And the Seawolves will be down in the Westchester zone for a faceoff. Like you said, very slow start to this one. And Gelner wins the draw for the Seawolves. A long shot is wide, and it comes in front. He scores!
He snuck the puck right in the net. It just kind of slid right past the goalie's skate.
Yeah, it took a bad bounce there off a deflection. It came back off the end boards and popped out in front, and Josh Gelner was able to put it away for the Seawolves. And it's 1-0.
I think that was an unexpected goal. Now that they finally put one in the net, maybe we'll see the players wake up a little bit more.
And one of the first shots on goal of the contest. I mean, they had that long dump in a couple minutes ago that, you know, I said that probably didn't qualify as a shot, but they counted it. And then this one, and already a goal. So not necessarily the start they wanted hockey-wise, but as far as the scoreboard goes, certainly exactly what they were hoping for. And the puck skips back outside the Seawolves zone, and Dugan collects, passes it ahead. And they tried to leave it there, unless that was a good move. It goes high, and Jones mishandles it, and it'll skip out to center ice. Higgins lays it across. It's intercepted. And a good pass there, and it's one-on-one on this near side. Long shot in, and Brand will catch that and hold on for the faceoff. The Seawolves still lead 1-0.
It seemed that the first goal was a wake-up call for the Rams. As you can see, they're waking up a little bit. Stony Brook's still kind of lacking.
Backhand attempt poked away by Brand. And O'Shaughnessy attempts to clear, but can't. Long shot. And it's knocked away by Zarella. Here's Zarella. Zarella with tons of room. He shoots. Knocked away by Para. Here's Keenan. Finishes his check. And Nichols missed. But the skater was not coming after the puck, so he got away with it. Nichols with a long pass. It comes off of a Stony Brook stick, I believe, and out of play, but they'll take the face off at center ice. Seawolves with a 1-0 advantage over the Rams in this one. And they won 4-0 last night. A good win. And already a big hit there by Arrow. Already a 1-goal lead for the Seawolves. Poked ahead. Here's Jennings. Jennings tries to take his man. Cassiati picks it up. Looks to pass. Shot. And it was a save there by Para. And the Rams dig in and cover it up. As Hawkins gets a little face wash there.
Retaliation from the bands in the background.
Face-off will be to the left of Will Para, getting serenaded by the Cut band at the moment. And the Rams pick up the face-off and clear it just outside the line, and away comes Skalkoza. He shoots, glove saved by Brand. The rebound's in front. Foster knocks it away. Jennings with a long lead pass that's knocked away. And Arrow puts it back behind his own net. Seawolves in possession now. Foster with a pass for Cassiati, comes off his skate, and he kicks it all the way down the ice for an icing call with 14 and 44 seconds to go in the first period. Stony Brook with a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, and that was a great breakaway chance for the Rams. It was a good pass. Luckily for Stony Brook, it didn't go anywhere.
So the face-off down to the left of Josh Brand in the Stony Brook zone. It's won by the Seawolves, and Arrow collects. Moves it around for Foster, who gives it to Jennings. Jennings clears the zone just barely. Hawkins holds it up and lays it back for Foster. Across for Arrow. on the near boards. It misses Jennings and goes into the zone. Well, mishandled there by Parra. It comes out in front, and Jennings couldn't put it away. There's Cassiotti looking. Pass is deflected high over everyone. Puts it back in behind the net. Jennings is held up by his man. Cassiotti gets the puck. Brings it in front. Shot by Hawkins, just wide. Cassiotti with a pass over for Arrow. Arrow takes a long shot. Kicked away by Parra. And the Rams finally clear it away. And it goes all the way down the ice. And icing will be the call. The Rams will not be able to change. And Stony Brook will here. Good pressure there from the Seawolves.
Yeah, that's the Stony Brook hockey we were looking for. With 6 goals on net right now, one shot after the other, especially when you have power shooters like Wesley Hawkins out there. He's got a rocket of a shot.
So good energy from Cassiotti on that one.
And Arrow as well.
The shot from Borner's knocked away. Ryan takes a thwack at it, but can't get a hold of it. And the Rams come away now. Jones takes the line. He gets around his man. Shot scores. Stephen Jones skated 3/4 of the length of the ice and shot it right at Josh Brand. And the Rams have tied it up here.
Unfortunately, there isn't really anything Brand could do about it. Hopefully, he doesn't beat himself up too much, which I'd have to say is one of his biggest weaknesses. Stony Brook just has to get it back.
Phil Borner having a discussion with the referee a couple seconds ago. He was tripped at the blue line, which allowed Jones the space to skate in and take that shot on Brand, but no call from the referees, and the Golden Rams have tied the game at 1. Taken out in front. Puck's loose. Oh, Ryan got a hold of it now. Laid it back to the point. Comes across for Borner. Long shot is deflected, and Ryan puts it back in behind the net. Collins out for Ryan. He's checked at the last moment, and the Golden Rams will recover the puck. Long pass from Ritz. And Fitzpatrick will recover and put it ahead for the Seawolves. Ryan's in after it. Good hit there. And Elfont, there's a pass in front. It was a good one, but there was no stick on the ice. Fitzpatrick, well, he lays it in. And the Golden Rams will recover and come the other way. Meade puts a long lead pass. It's in front, saved by Brand.
And that was a smart move by Brand, covering up the puck with his glove.
Good lead pass there.
The Rams are skating a lot better than the Stony Brook tonight, even though Stony Brook is beating them in goals 7-4 right now.
Certainly hoping that the Westchester goal will serve as more of a wake-up call to the Stony Brook side. We've looked a little bit tired here in the early going. As Nichols collects the puck and sends it across. Zarella will dump it in. Good check there by Gellner to get the puck. And Zarella dumps it back in behind the net. And a call here. And we'll await the signal. Nothing from our resident hockey expert and producer, but it looks like the net was off its moorings there. And there was no penalty. It was just an accidental knocking off of the goal. Jeffreyon's still not satisfied. And now it looks like we're ready to play some hockey again. Stelnick dumps it back in behind the Golden Rams net. And it came out, but Nichols dumped it back in. Comes back to the point. Zarella winds up, long shot, goes wide. Stelnick keeps it in. Fighting for it on the near boards. But it's poked out by Mango. And Nichols' long pass had Gellner offside, so he couldn't touch the puck. And now the Rams have room as Stony Brook was changing, but they'll dump it in and change themselves. Zarella across for Nichols. It comes off his boot. And he skates ahead in front of his own net. Taken down there, no call. Zarella plays it to Keenan. Comes out in front again. And a long lead pass. And they tried to beat the last man, but a shot scores! What a rocket from Guerra.
That's Guerra's first goal of the season. Definitely big, especially because we haven't seen him play much at all. I believe this is only like his 4th game.
Well, Ricky Seward stole in on a breakaway. Some sloppy puck work back in their own zone. And Seward tried to make a move on his man. It was poked away and fell right for Guerra, who blasted it past Para.
Yeah, that was a great goal by Guerra. Unexpected. Definitely going to see, he's definitely going to wake up a lot more. Hopefully we'll see more goals from him this game.
So goals from Guerra.
And that was a much needed goal. Now we're going to see a little more confidence coming out of Josh Brand, and hopefully the Seawolves will wake up more and keep scoring goals for another victory today.
And the Seawolves are back on top by a score of 2-1. Not entirely sure what the discussion is about. I think Jeffrian might have picked up a little bit of a hand injury and he's having it looked at by the trainer on the far side there. It looks like he's getting some tape. So we'll wait just a moment. So goals from Gellner and Guerra give the Seawolves a 2-1 advantage over the Westchester Golden Rams, who had a goal from Steve Jones, senior defender from Denville, New Jersey.
So the game's off to a slow start, but it's starting to pick up a little bit now that it's 2-1. Hopefully we'll see them skating a little bit better. As you can tell, they're still tired from yesterday from their, I believe it was a 5 o'clock game, and the long bus ride back home, so.
And Guerra immediately picks the puck up again and throws it back into the Westchester zone. And they have given Seward an assist on that one. It's out in front again, and Guerra almost doubled his tally with that. But the net was kicked off by Will Para. No, they've ruled that it was Guerra. I believe he's going to. Oh, no, they have ruled that it was Para that kicked the net off. And the puck will stay in the Rams zone as they win the face-off. It's Jones. He looked to clear. And the Rams move the puck ahead. Pass is intercepted by Keenan. Keenan dumps it in. Weathers in after it. Takes his man to the boards. Keenan fighting for it now in the corner. Skips loose and up into the Westchester bench, and they'll keep it in the Rams zone for the face-off. Seawolves almost at the halfway point. And shots on goal, 9 for Stony Brook, 4 for the Westchester Golden Rams. Stony Brook moved up to number 16 in the national rankings after a long road trip. It saw them split at Liberty and also Robert Morris, I believe. 2 huge road trips for them, and hopefully they'll be able to get Liberty on the return leg, and that'll help the ranking even more. Liberty, I believe, is number 15 right now. Big collision out by the blue line as Cassiati fights off 2 Rams on the far boards. And the lead pass is intercepted there by Borner. And dumped back in by Smith. The Rams will pick it up though. And held up by Cassiati. Good little forecheck here. And the puck kind of meandering its way towards the Rams' goal, but finally cleared away. And Borner beats his man. Jennings for Cassiotti. Cassiotti tried to leave it there, but it was knocked away. And here comes Mead. Mead into the zone. Takes a shot, glove save by Brand. And it looks like he'll hang on to this one as Borner has a little discussion with Tom Skokoza of the Golden Rams.
And that was a great play by Smith. Good defense and a great glove by Josh in net.
So the face-off to the left of Josh Brand. And the Seawolves will win it. Zarella clears along the near boards, but not out. And now it comes out. Ryan can't chase it down, but it comes back harmlessly to Nichols. Sends it across for Zarella. Along the boards for Collins. Good little touch there for Elfont. He takes it in. Centering pass. Ryan fanned on it. It comes back to Nichols. He'll shoot. Pad saved by Para, and he hangs on for the face-off.
Some more shoving in front of the net. Now, as other teams get frustrated, we see them getting a little more physical.
With tired legs comes chippier play, so I think we can expect to see that as the game goes on. And of course, they have last night's score to settle as well, so
Oh, without a doubt.
watching for that. Hooked in by the skate of Collins. Alphonse tried to center, now he does, and Collins couldn't get around it. Ryan keeps it in though. Gets it past his man. Back for Collins. Plays it back for Zarella. In for Collins. Goes towards the net. And Zarella whiffed on the shot. And Margadana has a chance, but Nichols will beat him there. And icing will be the call. With 8 and change to go in the first period. 2-1 Stony Brook. Shots on goal, 10 for the Seawolves and 5 for the Golden Rams. The Rams have barely had really any opportunities, a couple long shots, and of course the goal where Borner tripped or was tripped at the blue line.
They're definitely skating a lot better than Stony Brook is, but it's a pretty sloppy game today.
Well, the Rams will move it ahead. Nichols whiffs on his check, but Zarella's there to cover. He sends it around behind, but it's met by a Westchester player. And a little discussion there between Zarella as the puck comes out in front and they score. Well, the defense was perhaps a little too preoccupied with the extracurricular activities, and the Westchester Rams got a hold of the puck in front of the net and stuck it in to tie the game at 2.
Looks like a lack of communication with the Seawolves right now. Especially in their zone, nobody was really available. Everyone was really spread out. And it didn't look like anyone was talking, which is a great opportunity for the Rams to score that goal.
Yeah, some really sloppy hockey, as we've mentioned so far. And hoping that that changes going forward. Foster sets up for the Seawolves. Sends it around for Gellner. Gellner can't get past his man. And stumped back in by Mead. Borner will start over. Here's Foster now. Long pass is intercepted but knocked back in by Brooks. And Gellner, and he was probably offsides. Definitely, says the referee, Jeffrian. So the face-off will come outside the Rams zone, I believe, as we get play started again here with just over 7 minutes to go. It's a 2-2 game. Seawolves twice taking the lead and the Golden Rams twice equalizing. As the Seawolves dump the puck back in again. The Rams will try to clear the zone here. tucked in by Stelnick, but it's kicked out now. A little bit of a rugby scrum along the far boards. As Palmer picks the puck up and dumps it on Brand. And Brand will catch it and hang on for the face-off. The Golden Rams goal of a few moments ago was scored by number 17, Ari Nugent, and assisted by number 5, Robert McInerney. And another shot, and there's a goal. Brand gave up a really fat rebound on the shot there, and his defense was not in position to clear it away. And the Rams now have a 3-2 lead.
Again, it's very sloppy hockey out there. Brand's definitely going to start beating himself up about it. A lot of things you want to look out for when you're being a goalie is your head is the most important thing that you have. And once you get into a funk, it's really hard to get out of that. So hopefully Stony Brook will start scoring more goals so we can see Brand get back into the game.
As the puck skips back down in behind Brand, Fitzpatrick's after it. Centering pass, it's kicked, went right through the goal crease, but the Rams couldn't get a stick around it, and the Seawolves will come away. Long pass from Seward for Keenan. Keenan takes the line. Cuts right and fires, but it's deflected away.
We're starting to see the Rams' forecheck is a lot stronger than what Stony Brook's giving us.
Keenan can't keep the puck in the zone, but he does keep it. And Fitzpatrick will dump it back in. And that pass misses everyone. And it comes down into the Ram zone as Seward chases, and Guerra had another chance, but he'll hold up now and wait for help. Gloved away there by McInerney. And now he'll chop it around the near boards. Kept in by Cassiotti. And a long pass intended for Skolkoza. Finds only a Stony Brook sweater. Fitzpatrick will pick it up now. Ahead for Cassiotti. Looking for help. Comes in the form of Zarella. Back for Cassiotti. He can't control it off his skate. And Jennings gives it back to him. Comes out in front. He shoots, scores!
Wes Hawkins with another goal, as we can see, is the top goal scorer on Stony Brook right now, and he just added to that. It's good that they got that goal. They had nobody in front of the net, and then finally Hawkins got there and just put it right in.
A bit of a scrappier goal.
None of Seawolves' goals have actually been, except for Mike Ware's, both of the other goals have been a little sloppy. The bounce in on the first one by Golner, and then even Wes's goal right now.
Well, even Guerra's goal came on a broken breakaway, if you will. Seward tried to cut it back, and Guerra was there to pick it up. So, I mean, you know, not the picture-perfect goals we've seen from the Seawolves in the past. So they'll be able to pick this up as that shot goes high and wide. Brand tried to put the net back on while the referee wasn't looking, but he had knocked it off its moorings.
This is a good attempt to keep the game going. Why not?
He has reached behind his back and pulled the goalpost up to the line. So the face-off will be in the Seawolves zone with the score tied at 3. That shot goes wide. Jones chops it back into the Seawolves zone, but Zarella picks it up. And Hawkins circling back with it. Here's Jennings. Jennings takes the zone. He shoots right on power save. Cassiotti comes back and uses it for Nichols. Nichols fighting to keep it in. Does well. Centering pass for Cassiotti. It's blocked away. Jennings lays it back for Zarella. Zarella dumps it back in. Here's Hawkins behind the net. Centering pass. Cassiati's shot is blocked, and the puck will go all the way down the ice for what will likely be an icing call. And there's the whistle. With about 3.5 to go in the first period. The score is tied at 3. Face-off down to the left. The Westchester goaltender. Well, we're waiting for Westchester to get their 6th man off the ice. I don't know why they felt that they were entitled to have 6 players, but
I mean, I guess if you could sneak it in there, might as well try to get away with it.
I don't know what happens. I guess if they actually drop the puck, then it becomes a too many men on the ice penalty. But luckily for them, the refs sorted it out before it got to that point. Ryan gives it back for Foster, who mishandles it, and it comes clear. And the Rams will change. It's in the zone now. Here's Elfont. Long pass. He had Ryan streaking in, but couldn't get him in front. And the shot comes in, but the net, I believe, is off again. Either way, Para made the save, and he held on, so the faceoff will be down in the Golden Rams zone. Actually, the faceoff will come back outside the Ram zone. With the score tied at 3 here, the shots evening out, 11 for Stony Brook and 9 for the visiting Westchester Golden Rams. As Frank gets the puck in the zone, but Ryan couldn't track it down. Collins moves it back in. Now centering pass, Elfont missed it. And Foster will keep it in. And Elfont again on the puck. Dumps it in behind the net. And the Rams will collect now. Wiskowski throws it along the near boards, knocked right back in. He'll pick it up again. Takes the zone and tries to leave it, but his man was beyond it already. Elfont takes the zone now. Centering pass, it gets past Collins. Foster gives it back to Collins. And now Elfont, he'll take it behind. Foster, the Seawolves very slow on the puck today.
Definitely.
And here's Elfont with a centering pass. As Collins tried to backhand it towards the net, but it was blocked away. Plenty of time for the Rams defenders to set up and get to where they want to be.
It just looks like Stony Brook can't get control of the puck today. It's just not sticking to the stick. The puck's everywhere.
There's Arrow, and here's some good passing. And Foster shot, it goes just wide, and Ryan kicked the net off. I can't believe he missed that one. Foster put it on a silver platter for him, and he just couldn't put it away. Finally, the Seawolves setting down into a little bit of the passing play that we know that they can come up with, and it should have resulted in a goal. About 2 minutes to go in the first period. The score is tied at 3. The long shot comes in there, and a diving effort to clear is unsuccessful, and the Seawolves will keep it in. Kellner fighting for it. Brooks can't get a hold of it, but Border will keep it in again. They have it pinned on that near board there. Good effort by Stelnick to keep it in, but he can't. And now Borner. Here's Brooks. Brooks takes the zone himself. Holds it up and looks for help. Just missed Smith, who dumps it into the corner and broke his stick doing so. Here's Stelnick. Stelnick is one-on-one. Goes around his man. Diving effort is kicked away by Para.
It was a great attempt by Stelnick, though. He had one of the players that had a goal yesterday.
And the Rams come back the other way for a rare trip into the Seawolves zone. And less than a minute to go here in the first period as Cassiati turns on the Jets Gets around his man and shoots just wide. Goes past Smith's broken stick. And they're going to call it here to actually, I believe, remove that stick from the ice.
That is a great break he has on that.
It's right in the middle, right in the shaft.
It took Stony Brook 20 minutes to start finally waking up, and their forecheck is a lot better right now. And that was a great attempt by Cassiotti. Unbelievable skating.
So the face-off down in the Golden Rams end with less than a minute to go here in the first period. Nichols shoots, pad save by Para. And the puck will skip away for Mead. Mead is coming in. He tries a backhand shot, but a good defensive play by Nichols to kick it away. Now Jones tries his hand, but he misses, and the Seawolves had a chance to break away there, but Cassiotti couldn't control it. They almost gifted Hawkins one in their own zone there, but Jones, the opening goal scorer for the Rams, will dump it out towards center ice. And Mead takes the zone. He was offsides with less than 10 seconds to go in the first period. Sorella getting a little involved with Mead there as they head to the face-off with 8 seconds left. It's dumped into the Stony Brook zone. Brand comes out to play it, and he almost brought it in front and almost
saved by the bell.
Yeah.
Saved by the buzzer. One of Josh Brand's biggest problems is skating out of the net, especially in a time like that when the Rams are on their game and just constantly shooting. He's got to let the defense do their jobs.
Certainly not known for his stick handling, but it didn't hurt him. It's 3-3 here at the end of one. We'll be right back with the intermission report and the second period. You're watching Seawolves Hockey Live. Stay with us.
Hey, this is Dan Capizuto of the New York Aviators, Stony Brook alum, and you're watching Seawolves Hockey Live.
First intermission, and the Seawolves are tied at 3 with the Golden Rams. The goal scorers in that first period. Josh Gellner opened the game on a goal from a Mike Smith assist. He was tied up by Steve Jones just a few minutes later. And the Seawolves took the lead again when Mike Guerra smashed in the second goal of the game for the Seawolves. It was a really nice shot off of a Seward breakaway. And the Rams tied it up again on a goal from Ari Nugent. And then the Rams actually took the lead towards the end there. And Margadana scored. But Wes Hawkins was there to tie the game up once again for the Seawolves with assists going to Jennings and Cassiotti. So 3-3 at the end of that high-scoring first period. Deanna, what'd you see out there?
I mean, it's difficult to say. I mean, it was very sloppy when the boys came out at first. Up until 3 minutes left, it still was very sloppy. That first goal by Golner just kind of went right past the skate. There was really nothing that Parra could do about it. But again, it wasn't exactly a great shot. And we have yet to see a good goal come from Stony Brook today. They're just kind of lucky shots, and things are just kind of bounce in there. The game started off really slow, but it started to pick up towards the end, especially within like the final minute of the game, of the first period.
Yeah, definitely sloppy. One of the best words to describe what we've seen in the first period so far, or any period that ends with a 3-3 scoreline. Certainly defensively, some lapses Offensively, some lapses. They've had some clear shots that they should have been able to make, some lucky goals, but that's hockey, and now it's 3-3, and there's 40 minutes left to play. It's a whole new hockey game, just shortened by 20 minutes. So we'll have to see how the Seawolves respond in the second period. The Zambonis are just about finished cutting the ice, and we'll be right back to you with some hockey in just a few moments. You're watching Seawolves Hockey Live. Stay with us.
Hey, this is Dan Capizzuto of the New York Aviators, Stony Brook alum, and you're watching Seawolves Hockey Live.
Welcome back to the rinks in Hauppauge. We're in the first intermission, and the number 16 Stony Brook Seawolves are tied at 3 with the Westchester University Golden Rams. I'm Sam Kilb. We're with Deanna Sisti on Seawolves Hockey Live, and we're getting set to bring you the second period of play here as the teams are going to be making their entrance any moment. As we discussed in the intermission report, some sloppy play.
A lot of sloppy play in the first period. They started to pick up towards the end. It's Stony Brook's having difficulty keeping the puck on their sticks. Just sloppy moves, sloppy playing, sloppy goals, just all around sloppy first period.
Of course, very important that Stony Brook, finishes strong, and this is their last game before the winter break, and it's important that they don't head out on that winter break a period or two early, and they stay to finish out this game. The referees are taking the ice, so the players are sure to follow. The coaches are out here now. And we're going to get set to have the second period here in just a minute. As the Seawolves are announced and, in fact, enter the ice. The goals are still at center ice, so I don't know how they're planning on doing this here.
It's a new form of hockey.
Yes.
We're trying something out.
The referee's heading out on winter break a little bit early also.
We've got to get home to watch Friends.
So 3-3 here as we get set to start the second period. Westchester led only once on the third goal, and Hawkins tied it up for the Seawolves heading into the first intermission. And all is even here as we get set to start the second period. Shots on goal, 15 for the Seawolves and 9 for the Golden Rams. So Jeffreyon blows his whistle, signals the goaltenders and the timekeeper, and we are ready to play. Well, Jeffreyon wasn't ready to play yet, and finally drops the puck, and we're ready to play some hockey. Comes down into the Ram zone, cleared all the way back down the ice, and icing to open up just a couple seconds into the period here, and the face-off will go back down to the Westchester end, where Will Para has made 12 saves on Stony Brook shots so far in this game. And still, the Seawolves have beaten him 3 times. Face-off won by the Seawolves. The shot is right on and kicked away by Para. Comes back for Cassiotti behind the net, tries to take it in front, but can't, and the net slides off again. They should really consider doing something about that.
I think they need like duct tape or some sort of glue. Because this is ridiculous. This is like the 10th time this has happened this game alone.
So the face-off will stay in the Ram zone after the net came off again. And Stony Brook again wins the draw. Comes out to Zarella, he'll keep it in. But it's gloved down and poked just outside the zone. And then he's come up limping a little bit, holding his arm. And a long shot in goes wide of Brand. The Rams will keep it in the zone. Good hard skating here to start the second. It's dumped in. And Nichols has the puck stripped away. And a centering pass is blocked away and gloved forward by Hawkins. Jennings dumps it in, heads off on a change.
Again, we're off to a slow start. There's not a lot of action going on right now, as we saw in the first period.
Little deflection there, and the Golden Rams almost caught the Seawolves changing. Now here comes Elfont the other way. Beats his man, pad save by Para. Ryan lets the puck slide out of the zone, and he dumps it back in. Collins after it, can't get there. Mead, touch towards the middle, but it comes to Ryan, who's bumped off the puck. Elfont circles back for it, pass in for Ryan, blocker save by Para, and it goes into the corner. Arrow stops it at the line. Long shot. Another save by Para. And a 3-on-2 opportunity for the Rams here. He shoots, and it's a save by Brand. It's knocked free. Well, Brand had the puck, and it was kicked out by the Golden Ram skater who got in front of him, but the referee didn't stop play. Collins drops it for Foster, who shoots, and it goes just wide. Arrow circles back for the Seawolves. Foster finds Gellner taking the line. Leaves it there for Stelnick, who misses. Arrow checked by the referee. And the puck skipped outside the zone, according to the linesman. So the faceoff will come back. A very effective check by the linesman on the far side to keep Arrow from getting to the puck and keeping it in. Still 3-3 here early in the second period, as Smith dumps it in to the Westchester zone. Gellner after it, got a stick on it barely, or it would have been a glove pass. And Mango will dump it in for the Rams. Stelnick moves it ahead for Gellner. Gellner tries to hold it up, and it takes a really good bounce and almost found Brooks in front. Cleared away by McInerney. Only as far as Seward, who looks up. And his shot knocked the stick out of McInerney's hand. But now the Rams will take it away.
And Smith did a great job keeping the puck in the zone for a second.
And Stelnick beats his man with a nifty move there. And he'll take a long shot right on the goalkeeper, Para. Gives it a couple juggles for good measure. And hangs on for the face-off.
Para's doing a good job this game. He seems to be a good goalie. He's got a fast glove. It's definitely not bad.
So the face-off to the right of Para, who has made 17 saves in this game. They're waiting for something, but now the puck is dropped, and a quick shot by Keenan is saved again by Para. He's done a fine job, as you mentioned, controlling the rebounds also. This one won by the Rams, and Jones will pick it up and dump it far ahead, but Nichols will intercept that. Here's Guerra. Guerra winds up, but his shot was blocked away. Keenan after it behind the net. But Jones wins it back, kept in by Zarella right at the line. He's got a backhand shot. It's a glove save by Para.
Stony Brook with the right idea. Guerra with the shot, although he just got, teamed up on. There's nothing he could do about that. And then Zarella with the glove.
So the face-off down to the left of the goaltender, Will Para now. And won again by the Rams, and they'll come away with it now. Meade can't catch up to a Jones pass. And Nichols overskates it in the corner. And now Collins will pick it up and throw it across the ice for Gellner, who's skating past his man. Cuts back now. And Meade has a break. He gets past his man and shoots. Save by Brand. What a stop after Meade skipped past Nichols.
I mean, it was a great deke. He almost had it right in. Luckily for Brand, he made that save.
So the faceoff is won, and it comes in front. It's in the goal crease, and a diving poke check by Arrow knocked the puck out of the net. But Brand dove back and knocked the net off its moorings.
And that was a great defensive play by Arrow. A lot of times you, as a defensive player, you have to jump in there and get in front of the goal when your goalie's not there.
And of course, Arrow, the best man for the job with those long arms. Diving in there to knock the puck away from danger. The face-off outside the Stony Brook zone now. The score still tied at 3. And Meade will pick it up for the Rams again, and he shoots. And it's kicked away by Brand. Centering pass, it's out in front, and Foster did a fine job to check his man off the puck. Arrow dumps it in to the Rams zone. It's cleared high again as Call takes it. He's teamed up on though, and Meade and Call both find the ice. And the puck was picked up by Jennings, and he put it back for Arrow, and the Seawolves will start again. Arrow mishandles it and dumps it and right into the Westchester bench, which means that the faceoff is set to come back inside the Stony Brook zone. Fitzpatrick clears it for the Seawolves, and Seward takes the zone. He has Stelnick with him, and Seward's shot goes just wide. Fighting for it along the near boards. Still digging away at it. Stelnick fighting a long shot from border. They're going to call a high stick on Stony Brook. So the faceoff will come back down into the Seawolves zone once again. Puck skips out to center ice. Knocked back along the near boards. Stelnick can't get it. Instead, Higgins will start the attack for the Rams by dumping it into the Seawolves zone, where Borner is back after it. He's hit hard. His helmet almost flew off. Legally, the referee rules. It's out in front, and a pad save from Brand. A glove save. What a play by Brand. Reaching back into the goal to pull that one from the abyss and keep this game tied at 3.
Brooksy getting a little confrontation in front of the net. Brand having a difficult time getting his glove on it. The Rams' forecheck is coming out stronger in the second than it did in the first. Giving Stony Brook a run for their money. They clearly don't want to lose again today.
And certainly on the defenders to clear out a little bit of area in front of Brand so that he has some room to operate. But on that one, Brand made a phenomenal save from his stomach as the shot comes in again and goes wide to keep it at 3-3. Out in front, and they score! And I couldn't compliment him enough on the save. before Westchester has scored again. A little wraparound backhand. And it's 4-3 to the visitors.
That was the goal by number 22, Tim Higgins. The Rams set it up nicely. They had a lot of traffic in front of the net, a lot of communication going on. Stony Brook is just still playing a sloppy game of hockey right now. And it definitely looks like they don't have any communication going on. And you can't win without communication. You need to know where your players are at all times, and you have to help your goalie out.
And they're definitely taking off on winter break a little bit early here. And they need to come back. The pass comes ahead for Collins. And Collins into the zone, comes around his man, puts it in front, but there's no one there. Nichols winds up and passes it to the corner. Gellner loses out. But Collins will keep it in, and it goes in behind the net. Ofant puts it back behind for Gellner. Sorello with a forecheck to keep it in. He's got it pinned along the boards there. Poked free. A good move there to get it clear. Comes back to Nichols though. And icing is waved off as the Seawolves try to change here. And a 2-on-2 break. Winds up and the shot goes wide and it skips up into the netting. Without Brand having to make a save. So the score is 4-3 to the Westchester University Golden Rams, who took the lead just a few moments ago on a backhanded goal that slid along the ice and eluded Josh Brand.
Hopefully that goal wakes Stony Brook up, and we'll see some more coming from them.
We've said that 4 times this game now, so hopefully that's enough. There's a shot that's deflected high into the rafters, and again, the faceoff will stay in the Stony Brook zone. Here's Jennings. Hawkins trying to hold it in there, but it comes away now. As Cole breaks, winds up and shoots. Glove saved by Brand. And he pulled it in before Skorkoza could get there to knock it out.
The Rams are on their game tonight. They're just skating a lot better than Stony Brook, too. They're a lot faster, it seems, especially right now.
As the Seawolves win the draw in their own zone. Foster tries to skate away with it. Here's Hawkins. Ahead for Cassiotti, who deflects it into the zone. Cassiotti tries to get it in front. It's on the back of the net. Chopped off by Hawkins. Good hit by Jennings in the corner. And now he finds the puck, tries to center it. But it comes to the line and Arrow will take it out. And the Seawolves will start again. Dumped high and into the zone, but McInerney clears. And the Rams take a shot, and it's another shot and a save by Brand this time. And I can't imagine they were happy about that, but they did knock him into their own goaltender down there. As Margadana was trying to put on some pressure and got flipped into the top of the goaltender Brand, who was holding on to the puck for the faceoff.
The Rams are now catching up on shots on goal, and it's now 22-17.
Guerra dumps his man on the faceoff. And the puck slides all the way down the ice for an icing call, and they'll come back to the Stony Brook end to do it again. A face-off down to the right of Josh Brand, won by the Seawolves. Smith comes back for it. Borna tries to take Guerra across the middle, but misses. McInerney misplays it, and Stelnick will put some pressure on. Guerra tries to keep it in and does. Good pressure there. Stelnick lays a hit. And now the puck will skip out. Here's Borner. Smith dumps it back in. Goes towards the net, but Guerra can't get there in time. And now he has it, circles and shoots. And a pad save from Para. McInerney tries to clear. And now a long shot from Smith. There was tons of traffic in front. It got knocked down, and Stelnick can't get it in the net. Just missed that top corner.
Stony Brook has the right idea to keep shooting.
And another shot there from Stelnick that trickles to the net after it was deflected. The Rams are looking to break away now. Here's Mango. Dumps it all the way into the Seawolves zone, where he gets it himself, and a good centering pass. But Meade's shot was well wide. And now Gellner and Elfont will break. Here's Elfont. His shot is deflected. It comes in front. And Para will hang on to keep the Rams 1 goal in front of the Seawolves. It's 4-3. The Westchester Golden Rams have a 1-goal advantage over the number 16 Stony Brook Seawolves. Nichols had that shot taken away from him. And a little hit there on Collins. The call comes away. Here's Meade. Good hit by Nichols. And it looks like these boys are ready to play now. Oh, and a delayed call coming up here against Stony Brook. A weak call. The players have been going to the ice. Everybody was going to the ice, and Jeffrey had enough and eventually called a trip. So the Seawolves will be short-handed. Just past the halfway mark of the second period. The Seawolves down by 1, and now we'll have to kill off a 2-minute tripping penalty to Brian Elfont. So the power play unit takes the ice for the Golden Rams. But Cassiati gets there, a good effort, but he can't clear the puck. Lining up was Jones, but he missed everyone. Donna.
Putting in power play on the Rams is probably the worst thing Stony Brook could have done right now, especially that they're losing 4-3.
Donna. Waits, comes across for Jones, who fakes a shot, and it's blocked away by Hawkins, and the Seawolves had a chance there. It was kicked back in the zone, and they had to watch it because they were offsides and give the opportunity to the Seawolves to knock it down the ice, of which they took full advantage. 1:14 to go in the penalty to Brian Elfont for tripping, as the Golden Rams get called for icing, which will allow the Seawolves to change their penalty kill unit. And the faceoff will come all the way down the ice, back down to the left of Will Para, who has been terrific tonight, making 21 saves on the Seawolves. As they take care of the puck now, Gellner killing a little bit of time on this penalty and coming back into his own zone. And Zarella will dump it all the way back down the ice, back on Para. Jones picks it up, and the Rams will start their rush. Jones dumps it in and chases after it himself. Lays it off the back of the net, and Zarella picks it up. Well, he tried to skate away from his man and was hauled down, and the penalty will be called now, as Sean Call will get the gate for holding onto the back of Pete Zarella.
That was a much-needed power play Stony Brook's going on right now with 42 seconds left on the Rams power play.
So Elfont in the box for the trip, and he's got 42 seconds left, and then Stony Brook will be on the power play, an abridged power play. but certainly a light at the end of the tunnel if they can kill off the next 42 seconds. Skokoza takes his man at the line and winds up, and he scores! Well, what can you say about that? He just beat Brand on the near side.
That was just really good placement. And the fact that there's no defense there.
So 4-on-4 hockey there, and the Rams took advantage of a little extra space and got a shot off that beat the netminder Brand, and the Rams have opened up a 2-goal lead.
Stony Brook really needs to get those goals back. As you can see, Brand's getting frustrated in the net right now, which really is not a good thing.
Well, he makes a save on that one as the puck came skipping in, and Brand got a glove on it and laid it off to his defender, and now the Seawolves will start again. 15 seconds until the power play. Hawkins dumps it in behind the Rams net. Held up by Ritz. He'll clear it up into the stands. So 1 second to go in the Stony Brook penalty, which will leave a 1 minute and 18-second power play to the Seawolves when Alphonse gets out of the box in, I'm sure, a fraction of a second after the faceoff goes. Alphonse imploring the home clock operator to let that second tick off. So the faceoff down in the Golden Rams zone. And the Seawolves are on the power play as Cassiotti hit it off the crossbar. But Alphonse is in the play now, and the Seawolves have a 5-on-4 advantage. Alphonse back for Foster. Back to Alphonse. Pass across for Nichols. He missed it. And laid it in for Cassiotti, who missed it as well. And the puck went in behind the net. Alphonse will circle back around, and Foster will set the power play up again. Here's Alphonse coming towards the net. Shot went just wide. Comes across for Foster. His shot is blocked. 35 to go in the power play. Here's Alphonse. Back for Foster. Around for Nichols. Tried another pass and it was blocked away. And the Rams will clear it all the way down the ice with 22 seconds to go in the power play. Seawolves have one more rush. Foster trips, but pushes it ahead for Nichols. Long pass for Collins as the Seawolves take the zone. Hawkins circles back and leaves it for Foster. 5 seconds to go in the power play. Collins waiting again and looking. The power play is over, but the Seawolves will keep it in the zone. Comes behind the net for Hawkins. He has Nichols. Nichols shoots a long wrister that went over the bar. Smith will keep it in for the Seawolves. Collins puts it in behind the net. And Hawkins beats his man to the puck. Comes back to the point for Nichols, takes a long shot just wide. Collins circles around but can't get it. Smith keeps it in at the line, that's a good play. Here comes the Alphonse in front! And Hawkins just fanned on his shot in front of the net. As Smith holds the puck in, does a very good job of it. Little help from Alphonse, and now it's kicked out to center ice. And the Seawolves will regroup. Long pass ahead, and it's knocked right back in and knocked right back out again. As Alphonse is taken down at the line, no call. Here's Meade, comes in front, will come around the back. Plays it up top, long shot from McInerney. Brand made the save but didn't know anything about the rebound, and it was cleared away by his defense. Here's Collins. And Smith's stick knocked out of his hand and kicked away behind the play in front. And Collins just fanned on it. The Seawolves needed that one. Smith takes a long shot that bounces away. Gellner is finished. Here's Borner. Alphonse fighting for the puck now. Comes back out to Borner. Takes a long shot that goes just wide. Puck's in behind the net. Brooks is fighting for it. Comes off Alphonse's skate. And he picks it up again. He shoots, and that just missed. Maybe a piece of Parra's shoulder. And Gellner having a little discussion. And after the play, a headbutt there from Call. And it'll be interesting to see what we've got. But Gellner took exception to the hit from Sean Call. And I can't imagine they won't send both of them. And it looks like that's what they're about to do. So Sean Call and Josh Gellner will each be spending 2 minutes in the penalty box. And so they'll play 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes. And the Rams move the puck ahead. Here's Jones. Mishandles it and has to circle back. Now tries to go around his man. Puck's picked up by Arrow. Stelnick can't get around his man. Now a long shot in, goes high. And the rebound came out in front. And Brent almost kicked it into his own net. He didn't know where it was. Arrow gets sat on in the corner. And here's Foster. He has Stelnick. Good cut there by Stelnick to get away. Stelnick takes it in front. He shoots. Pad saved by Parra. Stelnick chopped it out in front again, but there was no one there.
It was a great attempt by Stelnick. Stony Brook really needs to get a goal, and they really need to use the 4-on-4 opportunity to get the goal.
Here's Guerra. Stelnick can't receive the pass. Guerra picks it back up, though. And his pass is intercepted this time. Shot right on Brand. And a stick save. Popped up in the air, but came right down harmlessly in front of him. Here's Stelnick. Stelnick is one-on-one. And easily handled by Jones. Almost laughing at it.
Stony Brook's not playing as strong as we usually see from them. They're slacking today a lot. Probably tired from the game before, but it's really no excuse because the Rams are playing a really great game of hockey right now.
Well, here's Hawkins in front. He turns and can't find the goal. Nichols. And Cassiotti's shot was saved by the pad of Parra as Hawkins circles again. This is the kind of hockey these guys like to play. Plenty of room. Comes back in behind for Hawkins. Jones steps on him. It comes in front. And Jennings' shot is knocked away. Tries to pass across, but it's knocked away again. We're playing 5-on-5 hockey again. Meade is in after the puck. He wins his race to get there. And now Cassiotti will come away with it. To the head for Hawkins, who leaves it at the line for Zarella. Zarella dumps it in. Jennings will get a hold of it. Puts it behind the net. The Seawolves dig it out. It's along the far boards now. Jennings. There's it for Cassiotti. Comes up to Zarella. He shoots. It was deflected. It's in front. Wrap around. Still loose in front. And now they'll blow the whistle. And a little discussion between Hawkins and a couple of Golden Ram defenders. But the puck was still loose. And maybe even still loose when they blew the whistle to stop the play. But the Seawolves somehow didn't convert that one.
Unbelievably, they missed a open net opportunity. Really no excuse. That goal, that should have been a goal.
Huge chance. A huge chance for the Seawolves.
Unbelievable. This is just not their game today.
So no penalties on the play, and the faceoff will stay in the Golden Ram zone. The net is actually not on right now, which is something that the
officials should have recognized.
The fans behind the net were banging on the glass to get their attention, and finally did. And now they've said it. Puck stuck up in there. And now the Rams will come away. Smith takes his man down. Oh, the referee thought about a penalty and put his arm back down. Very lucky for the Seawolves. Smith, that was a football tackle. Here's Gellner with a shot that skips wide. Collins can't control it. And Alphont fights to keep it in. Long shot by Smith is deflected. Here's Collins.
Smith is getting a lot of ice time tonight. Not as much as we're usually, or more than we normally say.
Long shot from Border is snared by Para.
An unbelievable save. Like I said before, he's got a quick glove. He's a great goalie.
So less than a minute to go here in the second period, and the Seawolves trail by 2. They haven't scored at all this period. The face-off down to the right of Para. And the puck will skip clear as Meade chases after it, but Nichols gets a foot on it at the last moment to knock it away. Hawkins tries to find Cassiati in the zone. And now it's dumped back in. Jones after it. It's around for call. It's up. And Foster was checked from behind and knocked down at the line, but no call. Good skating here from Jones. And he's checked away as Cassiati knocked his stick away in what is usually a slashing call. But now Cassiati the other way, and it's a fine save. And Hawkins was dumped after the play, and you can't imagine that there's anybody happy about that. And now there's going to be plenty of discussions in front of the net.
Referees are on top of
and
the players
Hawkins is knocked
right now.
down again, and
Hawkins
is going to
ready
go.
to fight.
Hawkins is ready to go. And Jeffrey just shaking his head.
And Hawkins is
Hawkins
definitely a fighter, and he's just ignoring this altogether, which is a surprise. If you watch highlights from his junior games, he is one to fight.
Well, I think Hawkins just drew a penalty on call by not hitting back.
Hawkins, that's a smart play by Hawkins, especially because we definitely need the penalty right now. We really need to start scoring some goals, and that was just smart hockey.
And it may even be a 5-on-3 here. It looks like they're actually going to send McInerney for an early shower here.
As the band
and Jennings
gives
also
him his goodbyes.
Jennings also left, and there's going to be a lengthy period now, as is the custom, where referee Jeffrion will discuss. Oh, okay, there's only 18 seconds left in the period, so they've dismissed those players to the locker room a little bit early here. And still some shouting going on between Hawkins and Para. Now, Hawkins actually did a fine job to get out of the way of Para. He could have easily run Para, and he didn't, and still got hit by it. And Hawkins inviting a little bit of action down there.
Unbelievable patience by Hawkins too, and again, just a smart play altogether. Because watching highlights from Hawkins earlier years, definitely can stand up for himself and just fight.
Certainly a great player and a physical player as well, and like you said, not afraid to back down. And it's going to be interesting to see. He's got a mouth on him, that kid. And
he's a great kid. He's a good guy all around. And again, one of the top goal scorers. He is the top goal scorer on Stony Brook right now. All around great hockey player, great guy.
And always a pest for the opposing team, which is, I'm sure, what has gotten him this attention here tonight, this afternoon. So the referees have explained it to the coaches. They're explaining it to the captains now.
Wes looks livid right now. Just looking at him on the ice right now, talking to Brian Alphont. Unhappy. It's very unhappy.
So I believe the Seawolves will be on the power play. The penalty on the board is a 2-minute penalty to McInerney of the Golden Rams. And there is no Seawolf in the box.
And Zarella and Jones are still talking to the refs right now.
We warned you there would be a little bit of a layoff as the referees discussed this one.
Zarella usually likes to talk for a while just to get everything straight.
So we're still waiting while they sort it out. The Ice Girls warming up the crowd down here next to the band. And getting everybody going during the break, but now it looks like we're about ready to get started again. 4 skaters on the ice for Westchester, and 5 for, well, six for the Seawolves. I don't think they knew that.
And Zarella skates off the ice now as he catches the mistake.
So 5 for the Seawolves.
This is a great opportunity for Stony Brook to score a goal. I know Wes is definitely hungry for one.
And he took that shot there, but it went just wide. And now a little bit of intensity from the Seawolves. Foster back for Alfont. Comes out in front, and Nichols swings, and he misses. And the puck comes away. And for some reason, Para is down, but I believe the net came off or something. Hawkins not.
I think when Nichols went to hit the puck, he just hit Para straight up and missed the puck altogether. So that's 4 seconds left in the second period, and another delay.
So the Seawolves will have a chance maybe to get one more shot off here.
And they'll start off the third with the power play.
But it looks like another Westchester player will be getting the gate here. It's actually going to be a penalty on Para. 35 is on the board. The goaltender Para will get the penalty, and it'll be served by number 11, Brian Ruskowski. So the Seawolves with a 5-on-3 for 1:47. It'll be 1:43 or so come the intermission. And the puck's tied up, and that'll probably just about do it for the second period. Oh, the shot on. And as I said it, Cassiati almost scored again, and Hawkins has his man pinned. They were having a little discussion over there, and things are going to get a little bit nasty here before we go to the locker rooms. The players
Everyone's paired up.
And Jones dumped the official.
Hawkins having a discussion with Jones. It's best to get the players off the ice immediately before everyone just starts fighting.
And they will head to their respective locker rooms with the visiting Westchester Golden Rams with a 2-goal lead over the Seawolves. It's 5-3 to the visitors. You're watching Seawolves Hockey Live. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
This is Matt Gilroy of the New York Rangers, and you're watching Seawolves Hockey Live. Let's go, Stony Brook.
welcome back to the rinks in Hauppauge, where the visiting Westchester University Golden Rams have opened up a 2-goal lead over the number 16 Stony Brook University Seawolves. The teams went into the first intermission with the score tied at 3. But last period, goals from Higgins and Scarposa of the Golden Rams gave the visitors their lead. Deanna, what did you see in that second period?
The second period, again, Stony Brook comes off to a slow start as well as the Rams, but then the Rams, once they started scoring goals, they're just playing unbelievable. Their forecheck is absolutely strong, and it's difficult to see. It's difficult to see that Stony Brook's playing just a bad game of hockey. They can't get their sticks on the pucks. They can't keep it there. It looks like a lack of communication, and it's just a sloppy game for them still. Hopefully, we'll see a great start to the beginning of the third because they're on a power play, and it's 5-3.
Yeah, it's a 5-on-3 power play for 1 minute and 42 seconds. And then they'll have an additional 14 seconds after that of 5-on-4 power play. So it's certainly a great opportunity for the Seawolves to get back in the game. The shots on goal right now stand at Seawolves have 29, and the Rams have only taken 20, but they've scored on 1/4 of those shots. How's that for a stat for you? Pretty good shot efficiency from the visitors as the Seawolves take the ice now. And the teams are back. The referees are putting the nets on their moorings, hopefully more securely than they were in the second period. And we'll be ready to play some hockey. A little bit of scrappy play towards the end of the second period as well.
Oh, yeah, definitely. The fight started just breaking out. Wesley Hawkins pretty much could have killed the guy, but played smart hockey and decided not to and got the power play for Stony Brook. And then we had 2 players, Jennings and number 18 on the Rams, got pulled out of the game. We'll see if they come back now in the third.
Well, I'm not sure which number it was from the Rams, but we'll keep an eye out for Jennings. Well, Jennings is in the penalty box, so surely whoever the other person in the box for the Rams is may be the offending party.
Either way, it should be an interesting start to the third period. Hopefully we'll see some goals from Stony Brook. We can tie up and hopefully win this game, and just still the opportunity to score more goals. Hopefully they've woken up in the third. And I'm sure Coach Garofalo had said something to them in the locker room, and hopefully it had some effect on them.
Well, we're ready to start the third period now. The Seawolves are down by 2. It's 5-3 to the Westchester University Golden Rams. But 3 is also the number of skaters that the Rams have on the ice now, while the Seawolves have all 5 for 1 minute and 40 seconds or so as we start the third and final period of play. Here's Foster. Seawolves will be very careful with this, but they need to be careful not to be slow. Here's Foster. Back for Cassiati. He winds up. It's a pass across for Hawkins, who mishandled it a little bit. Gets a couple of tough checks there from Jones. Cassiati with a pass across. The deflection went just wide. Here's Nichols now. Winds up and shoots, and that one's blocked and sent up into the rafters. And the faceoff will stay in the Rams' end with 1 minute and 6 to go in the 5-on-3. Good series there from the Seawolves.
Yeah, Alphon had the bright idea of just coming right to the left corner of the net and just standing there waiting the pass. It was a good play. Unfortunately, they didn't score on it.
Well, they're taking a peek on the score sheet now. I think they're trying to figure out who they actually issued a penalty to. And Jeffrey discussing it with the benches. So they'll sort this out, and then we'll be ready to play hockey once again. I don't see any changes on the board. So it looks like they're just going to get back to playing hockey now that the paperwork is in order. And Nichols can't keep it in with his skate, and he just watched the puck go by, and now a break, and he scores!
An unbelievable breakaway. That was a great goal for the Rams.
Skokoza took advantage of Nichols standing there confused without a stick in his hands.
And that is the second goal for Skokoza today. I mean, it was difficult for Brand to stop that. He had the straightaway, and there was no defensive help for Brand at all, and it just went right through him.
You can't blame Brand on that. It's a penalty shot, more or less. And Skokoza just converted it. And now, instead of the comeback that we thought would accompany this 5-on-3, the Seawolves have dug themselves a bigger hole. Now Borner takes the zone himself. Rolls it back for Alphont. Alphont takes it towards the net. He tries to shoot, it's blocked away. And if they had known, they would have had another breakaway. It was Dugan that missed it. Zarella centering pass, and that goes just wide. And Alphont knocks the net off, and the faceoff will come back outside the zone, and you can see the frustration in the body language of these Stony Brook players.
It's unbelievable. This game is just not going in their favor at all, especially with that shorthanded goal the Rams just scored. Unbelievable.
So only 19 seconds to go in the 5-on-3 as the Seawolves get set up and win the draw. Cross for Borner. He'll take the zone and leave it there for Stelnick. Across for Zarella. Zarella with a long shot, and Gellner had a great opportunity and fanned on it, but Stelnick wins it back and it goes behind the net. The 5-on-3 is over. It's now a simple power play as that shot is knocked away by Para. Fine glove save, and he holds on to this one after a blast from Borner.
There's some dancing in front of the net. Stony Brook has a bright idea about just shooting, but unfortunately they just shoot at the goalie, which, you know, as much as they wanted to, the puck will not go through him. Especially when you can see a goalie like that has his angles down completely. And they have 7 seconds left in their power play, so hopefully they can sneak a goal in within that 7 seconds.
And the Rams win the draw. And the Seawolves will keep it in, though, as Zarella pushes it behind the net, and the power play is over. The Seawolves -1 on that one, but Collins had a backhand chance. He couldn't convert. Here's Stelnick now, brings it around behind. Up for Zarella. Here's Borner, he shoots, it's blocked away. And the puck cleared down the ice. Both teams back at even strength. Zarella throws it along the near boards, and Gellner takes it in. It's knocked away from him. And a 3-on-1 developing here. The shot pad saved by Brand. Margadana circles around, good hit by Stelnick. And the centering pass is knocked away by Brand. All the way around the end, all the way around behind the net. And from his knees, Hall attempted to make a play, but the Seawolves will come away now as Borner lifts the puck high and into the zone. Guerra is after it, but he can't get there. And the players tried to get off on a change, but it looks like Borner wasn't quick enough, so he'll have to come back out. Little Christmas tune from the band. Face off to the left of Brand, who has 15 saves in this one. And that one gets blocked in front. So no need for another one.
Stony Brook really has to watch their passes. They just keep getting intercepted by the Rams. It's just poor placement.
And here's Seward. Takes it into the zone, makes his man fall. Great move, but his pass for Guerra
It was
is
a great
kicked away.
setup. Unfortunately, Guerra just didn't have his stick down in time.
And Para got a left pad on that one to knock it away. Comes back for Arrow. Back in behind the net. Brooks back for Arrow. Around for Foster with a long shot. Glove saved by Para, and he'll hang on. "24 saves for Para. 27 saves for Para. There's math for you. I did the Seawolves score instead, but the Seawolves only have 3. Jones finds Mead. A fine hit from Foster sends Mead careening into the boards.
Covered in snow.
Jones back for it for the Rams. Sends it around. Here's Mead again. Knocked down by Guerra, but it comes to Call. Call looks across for Scarcoza. And Arrow did a fine job hitting Call, but Scarcoza almost snuck in and put the puck away. And this will go all the way down the ice for an icing call.
There's a lot of passing in front of the net today, too. As you can see, the puck always ends up in front of the net is something that they really need to watch out for, especially with the quick skates coming from the Rams. And no hesitation from them at all. They're really looking to win this game to defend themselves from yesterday.
Of course, last night the Seawolves beat the Rams at their rink by a score of 4-0. Today a little bit different, as the Golden Rams hold a 6-3 lead.
A little discussion going on in front of the net. I wouldn't mess with Arrow. He's a big guy.
So some work to do for the Seawolves here. It's the third period. They're down 3. And the face-off is down in their zone. We're waiting. They almost stolen and got a shot away, but it was knocked away at the last minute by Cassiotti. And Jones keeps it in well. Jones circles. And it's hit away by Brand, but Jones still on the puck, and now out on the ground he plays it in behind the net. Good hit by Nichols to take the puck away, and the Seawolves will break. Nichols leads it. Here's Cassiotti. Tries to give it back to Nichols, but it's kicked away. And it comes all the way around, and Zarella will pick it up. Throws it back in behind. Zarella hit at the line. He's unhappy. Cassiotti can't keep it in. But the Seawolves pick it up eventually anyways. Here's Nichols. Well, he tried to send it ahead, but he tried to lift it and it didn't get up in the air. And luckily for the Seawolves, the Golden Rams are trying to change. Just over 14 to go, and the clock quickly becoming the Seawolves' enemy here. Down 3 as the net comes off.
Again.
And this time it was because the Seawolves skater was pushed into the net. And interestingly, Jeffrian wants the faceoff outside the zone, which it should not be if in fact it was the Golden Rams skater that pushed Gellner into the net, which it was.
Yeah, the faceoff should be right next to Para.
So Borner dumps it in. Kept in at the line. It looks like Smith took down the linesman on the far side.
He's okay. Gave us the thumbs up.
And that's offsides because the pass inadvertently hit Collins as it entered the zone, and Collins was in the offsides position. So the face-off this time correctly will be outside the Westchester zone.
I'm just looking at unhappy Seawolves, frustrated as well. It must be tough, especially with the Rams being up 3 points.
Now the puck down in the Westchester end now, but not for long. Oh, but Borner will keep it in. Collins after it now. And Alphonse skates, and Parr came out of the net to play it. It looks like there was a penalty coming up against Westchester. Ari Nugent, who also has a goal today, is in the box. He's going to be serving a 2-minute penalty, and the Seawolves will be on the power play and hope that this one turns out a little bit differently from the last one.
Seawolves really, really need to score right now.
Here's Hawkins, puts it behind for Alphonse. Looks back up for Zarella, winds up and shoots. It's in front of the net. He scores! Mike Cassiotti stuck in the rebound, and the Seawolves are 2 back now.
That was a great goal by Cassiotti. A perfect placement, just hit it right in. Much needed.
Definitely, if there was a time for a goal, that was it. Still plenty of work to do. Over 13 minutes on the clock. There's plenty of time to do it in. The Seawolves need to not panic here, settle down and play some hockey.
Hopefully now that we just scored that goal, they'll get back into the game, and I've said it many times before, but you know, I'm serious this time. And hopefully the boys are. Unbelievable work by Cassiotti.
So the puck dumped in now by Foster. Cassiotti after it. Hawkins lets it slide. Good step by Zarella to win the puck. Little break for the Seawolves. He throws it towards the net. It's loose. And Jennings is dumped, and there's going to be a penalty on Jones. That's a fine play by Jennings to hit the ice. Oh, that was a dive.
Beautiful
Wasn't that
dive.
a dive?
A smart play by Jennings. You can't really blame him. That was a great idea.
Well, Jennings hit the ice, and it'll be Jones, who is the Westchester captain and a fine skater. He scored the first goal of the game for Westchester, and he's going to be spending 2 minutes in the penalty box, and the Seawolves will have another chance on the power play with the momentum, down by 2.
And that was just a great form. That was good form. A little bit of a belly flop, but, you know, almost that perfect dive.
7.5. I think the Russian judge only gave him a 4, though. We'll have to figure out what that's all about.
I don't know. We'll talk to our judges after.
So Stony Brook, I believe, called the timeout, and they're going to talk things over. It's a big power play for them. Down by 2. Here's an excellent opportunity to trim the deficit to 1 with still plenty of time to go in the 3rd period.
Garofalo has a lot to say right now. His arms were flying. Hopefully we can put another in the net. It'd be a great comeback victory for the Seals. It's a great way to end the season right before the break.
Well, they've got to be down by 1 before they can win, and they've got to tie it before they can win, and they've got to score a game winner before they can win, so that's 3 goals that they've got to come up with in not much time here. So
hopefully they'll keep getting the power plays, and we keep scoring off them. We
that
can
would
keep
be
our
ideal.
finger. Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it?
Just keep drawing penalties.
Keep Jennings in, so you can keep diving all over the ice. The fans are roaring right now from the help of our band.
Zarella keeps the puck in. Here's Alphonse behind the net for Hawkins. His shot's right on. It's on again. And Para makes a save and covers up. Good play by the Golden Rams netminder. So the face-off taken now. And Elfont gets on it. Comes back for Zarella. Here's Hawkins. Circles back. Looks in for Elfont. He throws it in front, and Cassiotti missed just wide. Here's Foster. To the corner for Cassiotti. Long pass across, and Hawkins fanned on it. Fine saucer pass from Cassiotti. Hawkins leaves it for Elfont. Scoops it ahead for Hawkins. Back for Foster. Hawkins, he shoots wide. 1:05 to go in the power play. Back for Foster. He takes a long shot, kicked away by Para, and it's dumped all the way down the ice with 55 seconds to go in the Seawolves power play. A bad pass from Foster. Let the Rams shoot it back in. It hit Mead in the back, and that was lucky for him. As the Rams will get to kill another couple seconds off the clock here. And it's launched back in and back in Stony Brook possession with 35 to go in the power play. Jennings beats his man and is tripped up, no call. Comes back down to the Seawolves zone. Time for another rush. As Gellner moves it across for Jennings. Jennings takes the zone, he shoots, glove save by Para. And he'll hang on.
Again, that fast glove by Para is a great goalie.
So 17 seconds to go in the power play. And the face-off down to the left of Will Para, who's made 30 saves so far. It's in behind the net. Gellner circling. The power play ticking off the clock here as Collins comes around behind the net again. Tries to move it for Jennings and does. Watch out. The power play is over. And the Rams have 5 skaters back on the ice. Move it along the near boards. Chopped down there. And the call is coming from Jeffrian.
Tripping.
It's going to be a tripping penalty. And it's going to be Borner getting the gate. Not necessarily what the Seawolves wanted at this point.
Not at all. Hopefully they can hold them back for 2 minutes, and it'd be great to see a shorthanded goal.
So the face-off down in the Seawolves zone. They'll be killing off a penalty for the next 2 minutes. And Elfont is in after it. Moves it around the boards. Jones keeps it in, but Arrow takes it to the boards. Cleared all the way down the ice. A fine job by the Seawolves there, and Para came out and kicked it. And the Rams will regroup and come again. Well, kept in there by Brooks. Well, he didn't see it, he kicked it out of the zone. But dumped back in by the Rams. Arrow's back for it. Picks it up and moves it for Smith. Smith clears the zone, and that'll go all the way down the ice. With 1 minute and 18 seconds to go in the power play for the Rams. Jones moves it ahead for Cole. Saucer pass towards the middle. It's kicked away, and it was on goal, but Brand got a piece of it and knocked it wide. Playing with it behind the net is Margadana. Here's Jones. Picks his head up, looks for a pass, and skates back to the top. Blocked away there by Smith.
Great challenge by Smith.
Good defense there, and now 35 seconds to go in the penalty kill for the Seawolves. And good work there from Cassiotti to steal the puck in the Golden Rams zone and kill off a couple more seconds. It's thrown off the back of the Rams net. And Hawkins waiting for him to come. And he now passes it around the near side. Jones with it. Centering pass. It's high. It was in the air in the goal crease, and it was knocked away
by Hawkins. That was a great play.
And now they're scrambling for it. And it'll come away now. The Seawolves are on a 2-on-1. Cassiati's past his man. He's hooked. He's hooked. And there's no call. That's a penalty shot, but there's no call.
Unbelievable. How did the refs not see that?
Puck comes back up top, and Foster gets a shot off. That's blocked away. And the goaltender's falling all over his defender in front of the net. And Jennings swings around with the puck. Looks to center. Cassiati gets a shot off. And now the whistle is gone because the net is off its moorings, and the Seawolves faithful here are furious that was not a penalty.
Unbelievable. It was clear that the Rams were holding on to Cassiati's jersey and then his stick. Unbelievable.
Cassiati is a phenomenal skater with the puck, without the puck. He got past his man, and his man tackled him, and no call. So what would have been a clear breakaway is instead gone to naught. As Brand covers up the puck down in front of his own goal. So the time is ticking away on the Seawolves here as they'll take a face-off in their own zone. Long shot goes well wide. And Foster is after it for the Seawolves. Sends it across the face of his own goal, but Brooks is back for it. He'll circle around. Sends it up for Seward. Seward with a cross-ice pass for Stelnick. He dumps it in. And the Seawolves will chase. Seward misses the puck, but goes for his man instead. Now he's on the puck. Centering pass, there's no one there. Seward after it again. Brooks wins it this time. Shots right on and kicked away by Para. Zarella throws it towards the net. Seward still bumping. This time he's hauled down and still no call. Maybe a little bit of an embellishment on that one. And now the puck will come clear. And certainly some questions to be asked as to why the Seawolves aren't on the power play. Zarella scores! He doesn't need one.
Awesome goal by Zarella, a much needed goal by Zarella. Unbelievable. I believe that's Zarella's first goal of the season as a defensive player, but who cares? It's what we needed.
What a huge goal from the Seawolves captain. Just took a rocket of a shot from the blue line, and it eluded
I really don't think Para even saw that coming. It was just great. It went right by him, flew right by him. A powerful shot.
Got plenty of wood on that one. And now the Seawolves trail by only one with 6 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the third period.
Which is plenty of time to score another.
And the Golden Rams have called a timeout. So with 6 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the third and final period, Pete Zarella has pulled the Seawolves back within one goal of tying this one up. And there's still work to be done. I don't think I've seen the Seawolves be this far behind all season.
Not at a home game, at least. That was unbelievable. That was a great goal. That was perfect placement and everything. Just right spot at the right time.
Well, they'll need another one if they want to get something from this game. Jeffrin is ready to restart the game now after the timeout. That long delay before the face-off, the trademark. Long pass ahead there, finds no one. And the puck is dumped back in the zone. New life for the Seawolves now. And that shot is blocked and deflected up into the stands. So the face-off will stay. Or will it go? It looks like it'll go. So the face-off just outside the Seawolves zone. Font pokes it ahead. It hits the linesman on the way by. They're having a rough day, the linesmen. They've been tackled, punched, hit with a puck, tripped. It's been a whole day for them. Good touch ahead by Koza, but the Seawolves back for it. Here's Smith. Long pass ahead. Collins can't control it. And Zarella hits Mead at center ice. That's a good hit from him. Smith tracks back and gets the puck along the far boards. Collins is clearing pass, finds no one. But good work from Gellner to keep it up there. And Collins almost stole it and was in on goal. The Seawolves have the puck up at center ice as Mead is dumped again. And Cassiati takes it across. Good move, he shoots. Glove save by Para. Elfont ducks the check and kept it for a minute, but the puck gets away from him now. And Smith tracks back for the Seawolves. Zarella looks up and plays a long pass for Cassiati. Just misses him and it comes down into the Golden Rams zone. Pitched ahead by Mango, and now the Golden Rams with a chance, but a good block away by Arrow on the shot by Kuhlman. And the Seawolves still trail by one here. Face-off down in the Stony Brook zone to the left of Josh Brand. 16 saves for the Stony Brook netminder on this occasion. And Hawkins' long pass misses everyone. And the bad bounce brought it along the boards. And icing will be the call. Five minutes to go in the third period. The Seawolves still trail by one. And the faceoff is down in their zone now. Cassiati gets the puck, but he can't hang on to it. Pad saved by Brand. Centering pass finds no one. No one is smacked off, and icing is waved off. Cassiati fighting for it in the corner. Still fighting, backing away at it. They come in front of their own net. And Foster nearly beaten down the wing. Now he is. Centering pass, knocked away by Foster. And Brand does a good job to get a stick on it. The net is off again. This time kicked off by Brand in the effort of making that stick save on Foster's steal of the puck. Just under 4.5 to go. Seawolves down by one.
Finally playing a good game. It's a lot better than what we've seen in the past two periods.
Arrow with the puck. Throws a long pass ahead for Jennings. It takes a deflection. No icing, and the Seawolves will change. A long pass ahead. Here's Cole, but he can only knock it into the Seawolves zone as Zarella chases it down. And he'll throw it along the far side boards. Now past the man. And Zarella holding it up at center ice. Smacks it across, but the Golden Rams will be in possession now. They dump it ahead and only as far as Borner. And now in on the Stony Brook net. Brand's poke check attempt missed. And now a centering pass. And a shot right on Brand. He saved it with his head. There's a blocker save from Brand. And the Seawolves will break. It's a 3-on-2. Ahead for Stelnick. It's poke checked away. Well done. And the save on the shot from Seward goes up into the netting, and the faceoff will stay down in the Westchester end.
Seward's been playing a great game so far, especially with those breakaways he's been having. Unfortunately, Stelnick could not keep control of the puck, but they did a great job of getting it into the Rams zone.
We're certainly in for quite a finish to this one. 3 minutes and 19 seconds to go in the third. The Seawolves down by 1 as it comes back to Foster. There's a shot right on. It's loose in front. Or is it?
It's right
Para
underneath the skate of Para.
They've ruled that, yes, that Para has covered it up. The faceoff will stay in the Westchester zone. So the faceoff down to the left of Para. Who has made 34 saves. Good performance from the Golden Rams netminder. As the Rams take it ahead again, Brand with a fine pad save. And I believe the whistle has gone. And a few players messing it up now.
I think they just like each other a lot. They're hugging each other.
Saying that by washing each other's faces with their gloves.
And that is Sean Collins.
And Tim Margadana for the Westchester University Golden Rams.
Not something to do with 3 minutes left.
I think they might send them both here. And yes, both of the offending players will find their way to the penalty box, and it looks like they're going to play 4-on-4 here for 2 minutes with just 3 minutes left in the game. And I don't think that puck cleared the zone, but the linesman does. So offsides is the call, and they'll bring it back outside the Stony Brook zone. Just a couple seconds ticked off. Seawolves down by 1 here. Of course, coming off a 4-0 victory over this same team last night. And now the Seawolves find themselves down by 1 late on in the third period. It's a 4-on-4 situation as Cassiati wins the puck. Comes back for Foster. He lays it in for Cassiati. Looks across. Here's Arrow. Arrow with a shot. It's blocked. And it falls at Cassiati. Backhand. It's in front. But it doesn't find the goal. Hawkins back for Arrow. Across for Foster. He shoots. His long shot is knocked away. And the clearing attempt gets to center ice and past Arrow. He throws it forwards and loses possession doing so. Now dumped back into the Stony Brook zone as the Rams will change. Arrow ahead for Elfont. Elfont takes the zone. He cuts to the middle. He shoots. Save. It's loose in front. Pad save by Para. And a beauty. Boy, what a save by Para. Here's Foster. Puck's chopped away from him, and it's a foot race between him and Meade, but Foster will win it. And he comes back behind his own net.
A minute and a half left.
And 30 seconds to go in the 4-on-4. Zarella's pass hits Gellner and skips into the zone. It comes out in front. Here's Zarella. He shoots. Another shot, and what a save by Para. Diving across the front of the goal. And he's kept the game at 1. And that cannot be legal. And Brand is not happy.
fans aren't sure if the puck was actually in the net before it was off its bearings. Brand unhappy. Let's see what the ref's calling. Doesn't even look like it's going to be considered a goal.
No, definitely not a goal. It was definitely in Brand's equipment when he was run. But very interesting that Westchester chose to run the goaltender at this point in the game.
With just a minute left.
So Cassiotti hauled down, and the Seawolves will be on a power play. The clock's still running. The clock is still running.
Why is the clock still running?
And the clock operators really blew that one. Jeffrey and Shirley will add time to the clock with this one. It was a tripping call. I think he's going to put 5 seconds back on the clock, but we'll see.
Much needed power play, especially right now. Hopefully the Seawolves can sneak another one in there.
Well, I'm sure they're going to pull. I'm sure they're going to pull the goaltender. And yeah, it looks like Brand's actually on the bench already. So it's going to be a 6-on-4 for the Seawolves for the last 50-something seconds. If I guess they didn't add time back on, but
they'll probably start the clock a little late.
Okay, so that 54 seconds plus.
Whatever they add.
Face-off won by the Golden Rams. Comes back out top, and it skips all the way down the ice. It's going to go wide, but Zarella needs to hurry. He's going to get beaten there. Well, he gets to the bounce just ahead of the Rams skater, and now the Seawolves will take the zone again. Here's Hawkins. He'll hold it up, shoots in front. Save by Para. Here's Cassiotti. Back up top for Foster. Across, long shot, and Para made the save. Here's Foster. Across for Cassiotti. Comes back up top, and Foster fanned on it. 20 seconds to go. The Seawolves have time for another rush, but they need to clear the zone. 13 seconds to go. Zarella takes the zone. He's skating towards the net, has it knocked away. Alfont grabs it. Zarella tries to center, but can't. He's still fighting. Now it's in front. It's back in the corner. In front again and cleared all the way down the ice. And the Rams have pulled out a 6-5 win by the skin of their teeth over the number 16 Stony Brook Seawolves.
And Stony Brook ended the game a lot stronger than they played the rest of the game, which is unfortunate for them. Brand unhappy, but there really wasn't much he could do about it. Nobody played a fantastic game.
Yeah, the team just a little bit guilty of heading off on the break a game early, and it definitely cost them in this one.
And especially in the third when Kokoza started off and he scored the first goal of the game for the first goal of the third for the Rams, and then Cassiotti and Zarella came back with the 2 more goals to get the make the score 5-6. Unfortunately, they couldn't tie it up in the end.
So there you have it, a 6-5 loss for the Seawolves heading into the new year. We'll be back after the new year. So have a good one. Happy holidays to everyone. Thank you for watching Seawolves Hockey Live.